Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sunny Thoughts, the show where we explore the tools, mindset shifts, and inner work that help you become your most aligned and empowered self. I am your host, Sunny, and today we're unpacking a framework that's simple to understand but absolutely life changing when you start using it. The first one we're going to talk about is the belief action result model. We'll talk about how your beliefs quietly shape your entire reality, how to spot the patterns of self-sabotage that hold you back, and how to build affirmations that actually work, not just ones that sound good, but ones that create deep, sustainable change. This is one of those episodes you might want to come back to more than once, so if you can, grab a journal and take some notes. So let's start with the core idea that your beliefs create your actions and your actions create your results. It sounds simple, but this one pattern, it explains why we stay stuck and how we grow. Think about it. If you believe I'm not confident, what actions do you think you would take? You would probably avoid speaking up. You would probably hesitate to try new things, or maybe you play small in relationships or at work. And those actions, where do they lead? They lead to the results that confirm the original belief. Fewer opportunities, less recognition, and less confidence. That belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the good news. If you shift the belief, the action shift, and your results, they have to follow. Because when your identity changes, your behavior naturally aligns with it. Let's take a new belief. Maybe I'm learning to trust my voice. That's softer, more open, and it allows for growth. From that belief, you might take a small risk, you might speak up once, and you might share your opinion. That action creates a new result. You're heard, maybe even appreciated, and that new evidence it strengthens your belief. So then it becomes a loop. It's something that you can consciously rewire. So here are some journaling prompts that I want you guys to do. So question 1. What's one area of your life where you keep getting the same results no matter how hard you try to change? Question 2. What belief might be sitting underneath that pattern? Question 3. If you replace that belief with one that feels more empowering or compassionate, what would it be? And question 4. How might your actions shift if you truly believe that new thought? Now let's talk about the sneaky stuff, which is self-sabotage. And we've all been here before. Self-sabotage isn't laziness or lack of willpower. It's a protective mechanism. So it's your subconscious trying to keep you safe, it's trying to keep you comfortable, and it's trying to keep you familiar, even if that comfort zone is miserable. Your brain is used to being on this loop. Imagine you being this person for so long and then you try to change it. Your old self is saying, what's going on? This is not the program that I have been running all these years, and now you're trying to change it? No, ma'am. That can't be right. So, when you set a new goal, say starting a business or getting fit or finding a healthy relationship, like I said, your brain, it freaks out. It change equals uncertainty in your brain, and uncertainty equals possible pain. So your mind says, no, let's go back to what we know. And that's when self-sabotage, it kicks in. I'm going to give you some common signs that you can look out for when self-sabotage comes around. So one sign might be you procrastinate on the very things that will move you forward. You may pick fights or create drama when things start going well in a relationship. You may talk yourself out of opportunities with thoughts like, I'm not ready, or it probably won't work anyway. Or you'll say you want to change, but deep down, you're terrified of what success might actually look like for you or what it might mean. Does this sound familiar? I'm pretty sure it does. The trick isn't to beat yourself up when you notice it. The trick is to get curious about it. And you ask yourself, what is this behavior trying to protect me from? Maybe it's fear or rejection, fear of judgment, or fear of outgrowing people you love. When you bring awareness to it, when you're conscious of it, you take its power away. Remember, you can't heal what you won't look at. If you keep pushing it down, if you keep trying to avoid it, whatever you resist is going to persist. It's going to keep trying to come out until you deal with it and say, you know what? Why is this happening? Why does this keep coming up for me? And only then can you make it, or you become aware of it, and then it takes its power away and it goes away. So remember, you can't heal what you don't look at, right? So I got some more journaling prompts for you. Question 1. Where in your life do you notice patterns of self-sabotage? Question 2. What's the deeper fear underneath those behaviors? Question 3. If your self-sabotage is trying to protect you, what is it trying to protect you from? And question 4, what's one small safe action you could take to start showing your brain that change doesn't have to be dangerous? Now we're going to talk about building affirmations that actually work, because there are so many affirmations out here, right? But certain ones work for certain people. And I believe that if you make it personable to you, then it's going to work better. All right, let's talk about affirmations. One of the most misunderstood tools in personal growth. We've all heard the advice, just say positive affirmations. But if you're saying, I'm wealthy, while you're staring at your overdrawn bank account, your brain doesn't buy it. You end up reinforcing the opposite belief that you're lying to yourself. So, how do you build affirmations that actually work? You identify the core belief you want to shift to start with what's true right now. So I'll give you an example. I always mess things up. Then rewrite it into something that's true and empowering. Maybe I'm learning to handle challenges with more patience and awareness. Your subconscious won't fight that. It feels honest. All right, what about using bridge statements? A bridge statement helps you cross the gap between disbelief and belief. Instead of, I love my body, try, I'm learning to appreciate my body more each day. That's better, right? So that small shift keeps your nervous system calm and open to change. So, and make it present tense and emotionally charged as well. Maybe say, I choose to trust myself, or I'm proud of how far I've come, or I'm becoming someone who follows through. Your words should feel like a truth you're stepping into. Then you want to pair your affirmations with action. Affirmations without action are just words. If you affirm, I'm disciplined, then prove it with one small action, like making your bed or finishing a workout or sending that email. Your mind rewires through evidence. Repetition plus emotion equals reprogramming. It's not about saying it 100 times mechanically. It's about feeling it when you say it. You want to feel it with your whole entire being, your whole body. Emotion, it imprints the belief deeper into your subconscious mind. Or you could either say these affirmations when you first wake up, or you could say these affirmations when you are going to bed. Affirmations, they work because they train your brain to see new possibilities, to build new stories about who you are. And once your belief changes, everything else will follow. Here are some more journaling prompts. Number 1, what limiting beliefs are you ready to release? Number 2, write one bridge affirmation that feels believable and encouraging. Number 3, how can you take one small action today that supports that new affirmation? And number 4, how does it feel in your body when you say this new statement out loud? Does your body reject it, or does your body feel like maybe I can do this? Let's tie everything together. Change always starts at the belief level. You can force new actions for a while, but lasting transformation, it happens when when your identity shifts, when your inner dialogue matches the version of you're trying to become. Here's a quick recap. So we did the belief action result method, where your beliefs shape your behaviors and your behaviors shape your life. We looked at self-sabotage, and it's not the enemy, it's an invitation to look at what you're afraid of. Affirmations, they work when they're believable, emotional, and paired with action. So here's your challenge for the week. I want you to pick one area where you've been stuck. I want you to identify the belief that's been driving it. Write one bridge affirmation that feels right and take one small aligned action every single day for the next 7 days. You'll be amazed at what happens when your beliefs, actions, and results, they start working together instead of against each other. All right, my friends, that's it for today's episode. Until next time, remember this: you are never stuck. You're just one belief shift away from a new result. I hope that this video helped.